In our next exercise we're going to be learning more about sum product, its more advanced uses, and then return to sum ifs as well. But now let us begin with the first table, namely this upper table here has dates on which a certain number of cars have been manufactured. So there are let's see, 8 brands of cars, and of each brand we have 10 cars, and so those 80 cars have all manufacturing dates. Let's say, for instance, 25th of November 2004. Now the next table shows about those same cars how many miles they've traversed. So now what we want to know is, for instance, is this car, let's say the first Audi, is this car manufactured later than the beginning of 2003? So this is the first question we're going to be finding an answer to. We write equals if parenthesis C3 is bigger than, and now we want to take the 1st of January 2003, and for that let's write date function, which gives us out of those 3 numbers a correct date, and in parentheses we write 2003 semicolon 1 semicolon 1. Okay, now we're comparing the date with the beginning of 2003, and if it is later, and if it has been manufactured later, we'll write number 1, otherwise we'll write number 0. So here it is. This this little if function will write for us always ones if the car is comparatively new amongst this lot here. Okay, let's press enter and copy this formula and to the other direction as well, and let's do one check as to whether this second Toyota, yes, it's manufactured in 2004, so it should have a 1 in here. And this first Volkswagen was manufactured in August 2003, so it should also have 1. Now this third table that we have here is usually referred to as Boolean table. Boolean, it's after George Boole, one of the founders of informatics. Boolean means that it's either 1 or 0. 1 or 0, something happens or it does not happen. And let's see what else we could do. Let's create another Boolean table at first. The table will now have, let's see, 1 if the car has traveled more than 50,000 miles. So if C16 is bigger than 50,000, then it's going to be 1, otherwise it's going to be 0. Another such Boolean table. Okay. And now what we can do next is we can